Hi everyone, it's Caroline. How are you doing? I'm showing you another journal that is complete. This was completed shortly after we moved in 2021, and it started off as a thoughts and prayer journal that was gifted to me by some employees that worked with me when I had my shop. And I never actually, no, I'll show you what I did. I'll just show you how big it is because, again, I journal with lots of junk. And I did glue some of these pages together as I went along. And I just used a piece of ribbon here and I just tied it around one of the rings and used it to close it up, or keep it closed anyway. And I'm going to do a trick that I've seen on other wonderful channels. I'm just going to grab a book so that I can keep it up like that. Is that going to work? Well, we'll try. Anyway, so I do show here that it's from January 2018 to October 13th, 2021. Now, the reason it starts on the 18th is I did use this as an actual calendar. So when I was working and I just had my calendar with me, and I would put just personal and work stuff, and that was that. And then I started to journal. And here it is. Magazine, old scrap papers, you know, it's the same kind of deal, same kind of thing. Journaling cards. This is all personal and gratitude based. This is Kleenex box made into a little tag. I sure hope you don't mind me describing what's going on a little bit, but again, magazine page, my own creation, my own master board that I did. Journaling, journaling that I circle, punch something here, and then I put some book page on it. Envelope that I used as a tag holder. Journaled on there. Feather that I found, just stuck on there, another journaling tag. And put that in there. Ribbon from my stash. I actually did cut off some of my packaging, packaging, and I glued it on here if I was capable of doing that. Some of them don't stick very well. Some old packaging again. Just some collaged tag. I'm sorry, lost my words. Another tag. A picture from a magazine that I thought was really cute. And pressed flower, tea bag, journaling card. This was backed with, what is this? I think it's paper towel. Canadians will recognize Canadian Tire. We shop there a lot. And when we moved, we found our local Canadian Tire, so that was fun. And then this is just a flippy card with some advertisements from our local area here. Same thing on this page, just documented what we found. A card that was sent to me, thank you card, a nice owl. Our daughter rode horses for a little while. And so another collage. Oh yes, and this one here, we used to visit Cedar Key, Florida a lot when we went there to visit. Just a little tag, little journaling tag that I made and put in here at the bottom. More book book page and a free printable. You know, random arms and whatnot. I was just really playing around, starting to get a feel of how everything is. And I really like the way these pages are. Just reminds me of how we all start off. And I'm still like this because I'm still not an artist, but it's very fun. And documenting different, I think these were the stamps that were issued here at that time, hockey. And more journaling with some stickers that I had, just collage page. This one here was just, I actually said made with Kleenex, berry juice on a placemat that my mom gave me. And the tag is from a Kleenex, partial from a Kleenex box. Wrote on there. Made a little envelope for it to go into. This one too. It's all made from repurposed card. Journaling spots. Painty paper. This here is, if anybody remembers, rolling coin. Just some coin wrappers that I had in one of my drawers, so I was using those, so you might see those throughout. Rip them up. Oh yes, and I did some sewing on this one. Machine stitching. This is a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips that's what I did. I sewed them on because it wouldn't stick. And I actually have some real bank statements in there. And more, oh yeah, so this is just an easy day of fun and creativity, and I just wrote on here and made this into a card, journaling card, and I journaled on here. More receipts, bird from a page, book, magazine, my handmade paper. And talking about that, more writing and decoupage. This is some, I'll just bring it down a little bit here. Cheesecloth. Okay, so here I was experimenting with a piece of card and made a flippy flap little note thing here, and just to hold it in like that. Random packaging. I believe this was from my printer. A tag. Oh yes, okay, so that's just old papers that I recycled. Clothing tags. And writing. Is that, no, that's one page. Stamp. A collage sheet that I did, a masterboard that I distressed on the computer, and then I brought it down just for a different colorization, just experimenting. Excuse me. A ruffled piece of paper. Okay, because this was a big one here, so I had to do it in two, and that's what I did there. And here I have more, and this is pictures of our first winter here. And I just put those in. And just some very raw and childlike drawings of mine. More photos, all kinds of packaging. Oh yes, photos from our porch, our first winter. Brought my bird feeder out. We get lots of bird action here. That was fun to document. More garbage packaging. Oh, this is gift bag. A little note that I wrote on here, on this little sheep that I had that in my drawer for a long time too, that I painted, and I must have used it for toll painting at one time. This is shopping receipts, a painty page, and stickers. And why not put in your, maybe a wine that you're trying, I don't know. And I used the front of packaging, and I pressed some flowers, and I just glued some corners to keep that in there. And another little tag. This is from magazine. And I know what I did here. I took different cuttings, and I collaged them together so that it would give you some kind of a different, you know, different look. And I was playing with some paper dolls too. I was trying that out for a change. Made a paper clip with some ribbon. Oh, you can't see that. Made a paper clip with some ribbon. Kleenex top. There's my little paper doll. I was pretty happy about her. Even found a crown in one of the magazines, which was amazing. So that was fun. Put a little chicken beside her. I don't know, I just think it's quirky and fun and whimsical. This is from a bag of birdseed that I had bought. This is from a shopping bag from a shopping trip. More dried, pressed flowers. Lots of writing. This is just some scrap fabric. Another little collage and writing spot. Ideas that I wanted. I love snake plants. I have a couple snake plants, so I said I love this look, and I was starting to bring in some plants in our new home. This is just pictures, little ideas. That is the sunrise. I have a picture of our grandson in here too. And this is another little, you know, altered picture. A little envelope I made, a couple of tags that I wrote on. A little bit of bling that I had. This is one of those layered folded tags. They're fun to do. Fun to play with. A picture of, just a little picture of when I first bought my salon. And I took this picture, or one of my colleagues did. And anyway, I had it, and I didn't like the way it turned out. So I was ready to throw it out, and then I decided to put it in here and talk about that. A real check that we received, so I put that in there. And this is birch bark that fell. I never ripped birch bark off our trees, but this one fell down, and it does say that blew in. Bubbles, flowers, starting to get that spring feeling, you know, mid-January and February. We all want that beautiful summer. This was from magazine, Find Your Calm, Body and Soul, just really feeling that. More writing. This is writing, this is Flippy. Using flyers that came in, mail. Another tag with some fabric. Oh, and I just randomly thought I'd put in a piece of our egg carton in there. I don't know why, I just was feeling that was something I wanted to do. Use some, these are watercolors. Little flower I made. More junk. Stuff I was going to throw out. Very orange page, feeling sunshiny. A little orange and some stamps. I'm going to have to move my, oh there, I'll do it like that. Another page with my paper. You kind of see the same things that I was using throughout for background and whatnot. Page, a recipe, trim. I really didn't throw anything into the into our recycle bin. My husband found this. That's what my ability to remember song lyrics from the 80s are far exceeds my ability to remember why I walked into the kitchen, which that is me. And this is, I know this came from my mom because she was really into buying little things when she went to the store for me. So probably getting close to Valentine's, and I decided to cut somebody's mouth out of a magazine. So I put that on there. Yes, we're in February now, and I'm using some more fabric and just some random photos from magazines and turmeric dyed paper. And a tag that I made. Oh no, this is a, oh, that's fun. Find your balance. Well, that's out of balance, so I thought that was kind of funny. So just some fun times. Oh yeah, and this was a candle that I really enjoyed from Mrs. Myers. Scented candle, one of her candles. I don't know which one it is. Or maybe it's, I don't know. Oh, I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's called, sorry, it's basil scent. That's the one. Sorry, I had to look at that. Some more, sorry, some more fabric. This was from a cleaning product that I just put the package there. Fun with dots, and I tried that. Random packaging. Oh, our grandson. His birthday. Remembering him when he was born, and what a blessing. Just always entering little easy contests from our grocery store. Try to win, you know, more things. That's always good. It doesn't cost me anything, and I'm going to the grocery store anyway. Using packaging as my tuck spots and background. Like, this is real shabby. This is sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm remembering. And I still do the same thing. I can't even take it out right now. Oh yeah, I bought a bug shirt because we discovered that here on the hillside the bugs are, you know, 20 times their regular size. So I had to get one of those really quick. And this was after I ordered my self-inking stamp that I created. And just some nice colors there. Testing that out. Valentine. Oh, well, it's September now, but I put Valentine stuff in here. So that was fun. Card from our daughter and their family. More photos. I used a wine label that was hanging on the neck of the wine bottle as a tuck spot. Picture of our wood splitter. This is a picture of our wood pile that we were working on. There's my beautiful husband. So that's what we do. We have fun. Half a brooch from my mom's stash broke, so I used it here. More journaling. Oh yes, and I was I have to give credit to, oh my gosh, I hope I remember who this was. I think, oh no, it's not in here. Let me see if I can see. No. The Creative Cove, I believe, was, I saw her doing a pumpkin, and I thought, I want to draw a pumpkin, and I used just pencil crayons on here. I really love the way that turned out. I believe it's the Creative Cove. You know what? I will put it down below when I find that. I think that's who it is. Yeah, so I made a pocket just out of random paper that came through the mail, and I just put in some stuff. Another tag in a tea bag holder. Pictures of my son, our son and grandson when they came to visit. October, this is our October, some of our trees in October, beautiful. Document that. So fun. This too. This is not touched. It's kind of blurry, but maybe that's why the colors, but those are the actual colors, and it's gorgeous. I just love it. I do love our 4 seasons. Although right now, if you were to ask me, yeah, I'd rather be plunked in the sun somewhere. Not sitting in the sun, but just in the sun. Okay, now we have a tag, clothing tag. These photos I just have to share. These came from some free seeds that were Cheerios was giving out to families who wanted them. You had to tell them that you wanted them. You went online, and I got free sunflower seeds, and I think I planted, because my mom had ordered some for me, lots of seeds, but only one made it, because the squirrels and the chipmunks. One made it, and that's her. And look at the beautiful bee that's on her. That's our sunflower. She was beautiful. Anyway, I had to do that. Sorry, just some little bit of pride and joy here. Grandchildren and sunflowers. Oh, and children. Just fun drawing and cutting and pasting and more. Getting to the end here. Oh, there's the other half of the butterfly, and I actually broke it up even more to make that. More tags from the clothing to write on. These are leaves that I had picked up on that day that I made this page, or a couple days, probably a couple days, because I did press them, and they haven't lost their color. That's exactly how I found them. And then I used one of the duller leaves, and I decoupaged it on decoupaged it on a tab. So that works nicely. More fun decoupage. A tag. Oh, this is a flippy that I used, just junk mail. This was my in October, starting to think of what I was going to buy our grandchildren for Christmas. So I kept this page here with the pages from sort of their wish list. So I did that. And yeah, that was fun. Packaging that I sewed to make a tuck or a belly band. Coast soap, I wrote about that because that is a soap that was new to us when we were kids. When our first time we went to Florida, we bought Coast soap, and that reminds me of having a fun time with my brother in Florida when we were kids, almost teenager. So that's my journal, and my goodness, that was fun. reminiscing, which is what we do with our memories, our journals. Thanks everybody for coming along with me. I really appreciate you. A little bit of a story here with my brother and his wife. Of course, they're gung-ho about the journaling sensation and just the art journaling sensation. So they've been on the lookout for me, and they found a baggie of 1,000 stamps. And so I am in the process of separating them by, I'm doing it by color because there's just too many subjects. I'm doing color, and maybe when I have them completed, I'll just give you a quick show just to maybe an idea, see how you can organize them. There's so many different ways, but this is what came to my mind. Anyway, thanks again, everyone. Have a great day, great week going forward, and stay cozy. Bye for now.